Welcome to Rorschach's Review. Same old twit reviewing the books, but a different name. It's nice to have a fresh coat of paint on the old banger every now and then, isn't it? I'm choking on my own bullshit. No, I just thought that the name Comics and Vlogs with Rorschach was a bit of a mouthful, and having Rorschach's Review because of the alliteration, also because of the connection to Morgoth's much more popular and successful review is it's more in keeping with what I'm doing here, on my channel, trying to be as based and red-pilled as possible without getting myself stuck into the Google gulag and being no platforms. Okay then, so House of X issue number 6 of 6, we've come to the end. Well, apart from Powers of X Powers of 10, isn't it? Number 6, which will probably be released next week. So what's the difference between House of X and Powers of X? Well, House of X is in the middle of the story, and Powers of X, you've got the middle, you've got the beginning, and you've also got 1,000 years into the future as well. So this is an easier book to follow because its timeline is linear. What's going on the front cover there? Storm doesn't really play a big part in the book, right? But it looks like kind of Star Wars, doesn't it? It looks like Ewoks up there. Anyway, not important really, the cover. What's actually important is the action that's going on inside the book, because this is definitely reverberating like a big old church bell ringing in my head. We got the X-Men working with the bad guy mutants. There's Charles and his old adversary Magneto working together, and Apocalypse are on the same team as well. But this is not the same Charles as before. Not only is his disability issues being cleared up, but he's got this thing on his head. This is Cerebro version 7, and it's Cerebro made with Shia alien technology. And I don't know if this Shia technology has warped his mind, because this Charles sounds like the old Magneto. And he's talking here at the beginning of the book to, Captain America, to the entire world, to humankind, and saying to them, we are the future, an evolutionary inevitability, the Earth's true inheritors. The speech bubbles not coming from Magneto, and it's great that they've done that with the artwork here, but coming from Charles, a villainous Charles. And this is the deal that he's offering humanity. The mutants have got special drugs, almost like Wakandian technology, magic flowers. That's what they've got. And the magic flowers will cure various illnesses and prolong life and bring lots of goodness to humanity. So this is the deal that Charles is offering. We'll sell the flowers to you, but you have to allow us to have our own nation state, our own sovereign nation state of Krakoa. I wish I lived in a sovereign nation state, but still trying to get away from the clutches of the technocrats in Brussels. That's what Brexit's all about, by the way. Brexit is just about sovereignty, and the characters in this book, the mutants, are fighting for the same thing. They're fighting for sovereignty. They get sovereignty, of course, because the humans want their flowers. Look at the council then that's controlling Krakoa, and tell me that this does not look like a list of bad guys. Yeah, Professor X with his helmet on, Magneto, Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Exodus. I need to Google that name, because who's Exodus? Yeah, let me know. I missed that one somehow. Mystique, bad guy, bad girl. Sebastian Shaw, he's the leader of the Hellfire Club. Bad guy. Emma Frost, bad guy. Don't know who the Red King is yet. That's been redacted. Storm, normally a good guy. Jean Grey, kind of a tweener with Phoenix. She's definitely a bit of a problem, a bit of a bad guy. Nightcrawler, who is actually a demon, but ostensibly a good guy. And you got Cypher. Again, I don't know much about Cypher, like I don't know much about what's that character right there? Exodus. So they're a bit of a mystery to me. And Krakoa itself. Krakoa is basically just the sentient state. The sentient nation itself. The island. The island is like a living thing, right? So this is the Quiet Council of Krakoa. The Quiet Council of Krakoa, not including Wolverine. There's poor old Cyclops, Gorgon, Bishop, and Magic. They are the captains. Where's Wolverine? Wolverine to me has always been the number one man in the X-Men. He's been the number one hero, and I find it quite telling actually that he's not involved. That the number one hero of the X-Men doesn't appear to be playing any role whatsoever in this like communist China council of Krakoa. Okay, so you've got Charles acting like Magneto. You've got this dodgy looking council, and now you've got this kangaroo court, right? So this is the council meeting for the first time in their new sovereign mutant ethno state, and they're sentencing one of their own to basically purgatory in their version of Guantanamo Bay. So what has Sabretooth done? Well, he's killed a human, right? Very, very bad Sabretooth. But how was he to know that this was going to be against the law when you're just establishing the laws right now? And these are the main laws of Krakoa. So do you see what I'm saying here? He's committed a crime, then the laws are created, then he gets sentenced for the crime. Seems a little bit unfair to me, you know. Doesn't seem something that that good guys would do. And his punishment, yeah, look at this. Stasis deep inside Krakoa, alive but immobile, aware but unable to act on it. That's inhumane. That's torture. That's not good. And there's Charles Xavier above, perfectly fine with it. This is not the old Charles Xavier he used to wheel around, is it? This is a bad guy, Charles Xavier, right? Definitely a bad guy, Charles Xavier. Then they have a bit of a party. Is Wolverine. What have you got to say about all this, Wolverine? Not a lot. This is what we will give them. I don't think it's even him that's talking here. He's strangely silent, as is Cyclops. He's just going to have a beer and watch some Netflix on Krakoa, I guess. And there's Apocalypse, definitely a bad guy. Fireworks with another bad guy, and yeah, Charles, definitely a bad guy. So you've got a mutant ethno state established, which has been run by bad guys who don't believe in democracy, because I don't think that council is ever going to change, and is perfectly fine with inhumane treatment of their own, plus their special new law of not killing humans does have quite an obvious get out clause. Let's see if I can find that. Here it is. Is it murder if it is done in defence of a nation? So I'm sure that law will be quite flexible. And what if the nations of the world are plotting to invade Krakoa? Maybe we are developing some kind of anti-mutant weapons of mass destruction. Will they be okay with a preemptive Iraq WMD type of war against mankind, because mankind is threatening them? I think they will, because they do seem to be a little bit villainous. So it's going to be fascinating to see where this goes from this point on. And if you go to the beginning of the book here, we got this quote from Professor X. Is what we have perfect? No. What is it? But it's a start, and a good one. It's not a good start, Mr. Hickman. This is a bloody amazing start. I can't wait to see what happens next. In all of Marvel Comics, because this is going to no doubt lead on to various other stories being told by lots of not so talented writers in Marvel today. Wow, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what happens next, and also what happens next in Powers of X. But this is really, really great stuff. You got a mutant nation state, sovereign, controlled by what looks to me to be a bunch of villains. So excellent stuff from Jonathan Hickman. I've been very entertained and very impressed. Okay, that's it then for House of X number 10, but what do you want me to review next? If you've managed to hang around for almost 10 minutes now, thank you. Wow, you've got some stamina there. Listen to me waffling on for 10 minutes. But yeah, what do you want me to review next? Because I've got this little pile of books here. Let's quickly go through them. And if you leave a comment on this video, I'll do it. I'll review whatever you want me to review next. So Vampire State Building from Ablaze. I don't know what's going on there, but it does seem intriguing. The previews look like, you know, this might be offering something pretty, you know, creative. Contagion. This is Marvel Comics. What is the Contagion? Does it involve girls acting like men with their hair shaved out the sides? We've got Grendel, Devil's Odyssey, number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. Why did I pick up this book? I'll show you the panel that convinced me. Was it that dude there? Was it the leader in the middle? Or was it perhaps... what am I like? So shall I review that one next? Absolute Carnage, The Immortal Hulk, issue number 1. Awesome front cover. Dodgy artwork inside. Oh dear, that's not too good. Shall I review this one? The Green Lantern by Grant Morrison. He's continuing to have a lot of fun actually, and you know, poking his stick at various, you know, SJW consensus type of ideas, which, you know, the ladies are tweeting about on Twitter all day long, but they don't appear to be paying attention to this book, and he's getting getting away with quite a lot of subtle subversion of the lefty norms in this book. So shall I review that? The Joker, this is just an old Joker comic. I got this for, you know, $1. What's that, 75p or something? You know, take me back to the good old times before, you know, the left fully revealed itself. This is just a preview of Joseph King. That's Joe Hill's real name. He's the son of, there he is, of Mr. Orange Man Bad himself, of Stephen King. And this is yeah, something to do with horror, I guess. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm not exactly a fan of Joseph King. And I got this one from last week's, which I still haven't read and reviewed yet. This is Ragnarok. This is Thor without a jaw. Thor went missing when Ragnarok happened, and then everything's kind of gone wrong, you know, in the timeline here. So yeah, do you want me to review that? If you do want me to review it, let me know. Okay, I think I'll end the video there. Thanks for hanging around and watching it all if you did. House of X and issue number 6, fantastic stuff, obviously, from Jonathan Hickman. I think everyone's enjoying this book, aren't they? And yeah, what do you want me to review next? Okay, guys, thanks for checking out the vid. Please like and subscribe to the silly little channel if you'd be so kind. Cheers, take care, hit the bell for instant updates, and I'll be back, as always, later. See ya!